Hey everyone. Baldwin, how are you? CC, Kathleen, Claudia, Amy, how are you?
I'm good, Gary. How are you?
Oh, it's been a long day.
It's
I,
almost at the end of it, though.
I had to put a whole bunch of supper down me as quick as I could get it down. So I went too late. And then Daphne called me from on the road.
Oh, did she?
Yeah. Renee, how
She's a
are you?
bit busy lady.
Oh man, she's a firecracker now.
Yeah.
Can you hear me, Gary?
I can.
For some reason the video didn't come up, so it's like I'm not a panelist or something.
I promoted you. You have to accept it, Bob.
Well, it just now popped up.
Hmm.
We stopped the recording.
Yeah, I'll stop it right. All
Well,
right, folks, we're right at 7 o'clock hour. We're going to drag our feet and do some introductions
and
in case we
so
have any late hanger-ons.
so
So,
what I'm going to do first is I'm just going to do a real quick, brief introduction of Gary and I because there's a lot of people here. We got a lot of guests here tonight. We got a lot of team from other teams here, and so Gary and I go back about 20 years. Is that about right, Gary?
that's about right.
And we've done a couple things together in the last about year or so. We worked together and have built a team and a project to about 140,000 folks. Some of those folks are here. Some of the leadership is here. But more importantly, Gary counts to me about what has it been? Has it been a month?
December 20th is the first time I talked to you.
Yeah, talked to me and he says, Bob, he goes, I got this crypto, and he didn't even get it all of the time. I said, nope. I said, nope. Now, now Gary knows me well enough that just because I said nope, that he wasn't going to take that, and he kept coming at me. Okay, and so he only came at me just enough that I needed to go ahead and just take a look, come on a Zoom. And folks, if you go ahead and mute yourself out so we don't have to, I would appreciate it. Thank you. And so
Yeah.
we good, Daphne?
Go ahead, Bob. I apologize. That was me.
Oh no,
Go
no,
ahead.
you're fine. And so the long story short is that I am 69 years old. I have never in my life touched anything to do with crypto until 6 months ago. But we won't go back that far because all we need to do, y'all need to know, is that once I saw this and once I saw how this was going to work, it was over for me. And basically, that's turned into now I have over 500 and something wallets in, I don't even know how many different countries right now. And we'll talk more about that in a little bit. But what I
Okay.
want Gary to do now is introduce our leader. Gary, why don't you introduce Daphne for us?
All right. Now Daphne and I've known each other for a little while. And so when she approached me, I only have one regret. And the regret is she didn't approach me sooner. That's my one regret. So what you're about to hear, and I'll let Daphne speak for herself. So with that being said, Daphne, go ahead and take it away. We're going to make this short and sweet tonight so we
Yeah,
don't waste any
very
time.
good. I agree. Thank you, Gary. I just want to turn it right over to Larry. His time is precious, honestly. Larry, thank you for being here with us tonight. You show up as though there's just not a lot going on. You're very composed, and I just want to introduce you briefly. People in this group that might not know you very well yet, but Larry is always excuse me, available for us. And you look at that
Thanks,
guy,
love it.
you can't believe he's been doing 40 years in the industry, building huge global teams, by the way, guys,
He's
all
not even
over
that
the
old,
globe.
Daphne.
How
Started
the
when I was
heck did this
10.
guy do
My dad
40
broke
years?
child labor laws.
Now you're giving yourself away, Larry. No, but huge teams around the world, and that's an understatement almost, isn't it, Larry? And right now, if I'm right on that, I think you almost have 60 countries in your team. You've got a lot of people around the world. So we're fortunate to be here with Larry, big time, guys. Very, very fortunate. And just for fun, Larry, I'd like to introduce you as Lightning Larry. That's my new name for you because he responds in a lightning flash. He's always there. Doesn't matter if it's early in the morning or at midnight. And I really, really appreciate you coming on with us today, Larry.
I think another nickname could be Fearless Larry, since he won the Fear Factor.
That's right. That's right. We did. That was many years ago. Fear was a factor, but we did win the $50,000 on that. So, but I'm honored to be here, Daphne. This is just such an incredible team. I have been doing this a long time. You know, my dad was a network marketer for 42 years. He really tried to get all three of his sons in it. I've got the identical twin, but I also have an older brother. But I'm definitely the one that it stuck with and became the network marketer. We did start, I remember when we were young, but we were also 10 years old. We were doing mass mail outs. He had me in the MLM world as long as I can remember. But yeah, when I saw this again, probably 100 days ago now, Lisa Fields sent it to me. She was doing other things. I was doing other things, but I've always respected Lisa because she's such an expert in the crypto field. And then we all heard last night on the Zoom, the corporate Zoom, Miles Seegers. Miles is one of my first directs that I contacted because I also know that he has a crypto background and he jumped on the same thing I did. When he heard it was backed by gold, that's the first thing I thought about. You know, my dad always said, look, always bet on gold. If you're going to do anything in the industry, let gold be behind it. And as soon as Lisa said this is going to be a coin that's going to be backed by gold, I immediately thought about my dad and I wanted to do it. And then I started sharing it with a couple of people like Miles. I told my leader over in Vietnam, who's now got 23,000 wallets in Vietnam. I went to my leaders in South Africa. They've got about 18,000 wallets. I've got a team under my incredible lady, Robin. I've got about 21,000 in India. So this is a global business. You can share that referral link with people all over the world. The other thing that I really, really liked about this is, I mean, I've done stuff in the crypto world with Lisa. I know about exchanges. I know about Coinbase. I also know that once you send something to the wrong wallet, there's no do-overs. So I learned that really, really quick. You know, if you send something to the wrong wallet in the crypto world, it's gone. So I learned that, but I also know exchanges, and I learned about Binance. I learned about Coinbase and Kraken, and I'm always in there. I've got an Exodus account, and every time I'm exchanging, you know, Ethereum into Bitcoin, there's always an exchange fee. Every time I'm changing, you know, BTC into BNB, there's always an exchange fee. And I was like, God, sometimes it's $1, $2, $3, depending on what the gas fees are. So when I heard that we were going to have our own exchange, that was another thing that really started getting me going because 7 levels. And just to show you right now, our team just hit 108,000 wallets, and that's in about 100 days. But on my first 7 levels, I added it up today. I have 80,000 wallets on my first 7 levels. So that's 80,000 wallets that are going to be doing the exchanges once our exchange goes live in February. Every time exchanges are happening, I'm getting paid on those exchange fees. And then the other thing, when I literally joined the very next day, Lisa said, this was right after Thanksgiving, like right at the end of November is when I joined. The coin was $1.25 when I joined. And she said, can you get to Vegas? I literally went to Vegas the very next day. Me and my twin brother, we drove to Vegas. We met all of the owners. I saw people in that room that I probably hadn't seen in 20 years, but I knew they were big in the crypto space. I knew they were big in the network marketing space. I recognized Mark Guest. I knew he had done massive things in the Bitcoin field because he was one of the first buyers of Bitcoin. So I was like, there's so much education, so many powerful people in this room. I did meet Professor Robert. He's an amazing guy. But I said, it doesn't matter who's at the helm. It doesn't matter who the visionary is. It's the people in this room that are going to make this a success. And then I started learning more about GGC. I started to realize it was going to be real world assets. It just started with gold. So we got the gold mine out in Vegas. We've also got the 1.2 billion. That's in a vault in San Diego. That is now the property of GGC. That's backing your coins. We are in the process of securing diamond mines. We are in the process of securing barrels of oil. So we've got active Kentucky and Texas oil fields that want to be partnered with GGC. We can back this coin with artwork. We can back this coin with music catalogs. Anything with a real world asset can actually be behind our coin. What that means is all of us, everybody on this panel, I know there's people with thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, and millions of dollars worth of GGC right now. This is going to be absolutely life-changing. They are securing some banking partnerships where you can have your MasterCard and Visa card linked right to your GGC wallet address. You can go out, think about an asset-backed coin with utility, being able to use that card to get gas, being able to use that card to get groceries. Just like people right now, you can go in certain places and buy your new car with Bitcoin. Think about being able to go in and purchase a car or a house or anything with GGC. That's where we're going with this. I know that I'm in some meetings right now in some rooms with Gary Kramer. We're looking at bringing more and more and more assets. We want to bring in billions, tens of billions, and eventually hundreds of billions of assets that will back this coin. We also have, through Gary Kramer, think about being able to go and get a super low interest loan against your coins. You're not going to lose your coins. You're pretty much just taking a loan out against your asset, which we've created that value. And then you just slowly pay your loan back. Well, guess what? As you're paying your loan back, that's creating exchange fees. You're going to be paying your loan through the exchange. 7 levels. Boom, 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 boom. They're really thinking about so much here. I want to encourage everybody. This Vegas trip is going to be a lot different because this is really going to be a specific training all about your GGC business. This is going to be showing you how to utilize the new tools. They're going to be bringing out new videos. They're going to be bringing out new promotional stuff in Vegas that we can go out with GGC. All of these things are going to be happening, and Saturday is just going to be a full training on how to take your GGC business to the next level, explain to you what is tokenization. We want you to be able to explain GGC to so many people. I talked to a gentleman today. He's really starting to build a big business, but he's bringing a lot of people to the table that have never been introduced to crypto. You know, they've heard about Bitcoin. They don't own any. This is the perfect platform for you to get somebody started absolutely free. They're going to create a free wallet, takes about 2 minutes or less, and then they're going to get that coin, that GGC coin, with $100 value that is backed by gold right now. So it's a great way for somebody to start, but don't underestimate the power of the free wallets. You should be sharing your link with everybody you know, because I've had it happen to me, and I know Daphne called me lightning, but there's some people I didn't move fast enough. Some people move faster than the lightning. So I've got people that I wanted in my team, but I didn't get to them fast enough, so they're already in. So the word is definitely getting out there. We're coming up on 600,000 wallets. I really believe by the time we get to Vegas, we're going to be close to 1 million wallets because we're starting to get some major momentum. We also have incredible people, successful people, Wall Street people, people that know money, they know financing. They are also part of our corporate team. They have a percentage ownership in this company. They literally control all of the millionaires and some billionaires all over Wall Street, all over Manhattan, and literally whenever we're ready for them to pull the trigger, they're going to literally send out one email, hey, it's time to buy some GGC, and our coin is going to go through the roof. So Daphne, we got a lot of great things happening. We're going to start, I think next week, we're going to start 3 corporate Zooms every single week. So those will be put on by corporate. We also will have a 10-minute recording of our brand new slide presentation. You'll be able to share that 24/7 with anybody in your global teams. We also have our brand new website. The front page has been completed. And by Vegas, the goal is to have that back end. They're just building out the trees and the wallets and everything to complete our brand new website. That will be in about 35 to 40 different languages right out of the gate. I know we got a lot of people speaking French and Spanish and German and Hindi with these India teams. So just very, very excited to have everybody here. Daphne, I know we got a great team. There's probably some questions or any kind of comments. I'm here, whatever you guys need from me. But yeah, just take advantage, be excited. I still pinch myself that we are the ones that literally get to take this out to the world because we finally have a great real world asset backed coin. And I think I posted something the other night. We know that the dollar has nothing back in it. And so many of the big banks and financial institutions, what are they buying right now? They're buying gold. So we're so far ahead of the curve with GGC. So really, really excited to be here, Daphne. Just let me know if you have any questions or anything y'all need.
Yeah, Larry, I got to pop off on another call, but would you take a little bit of time and really kind of share with everybody how important it is to have Finfire on board with the team and what they do and what they bring to the table for confidence levels and everything else? Because I think, for Gary and I being there last month at the conference, that was a showstopper, game changer. It was the nuts of everything. So if you could take a little bit of time and share with everybody about that, I think it would help a lot in terms of their confidence of what's going on, because you have this third party amazing audit system, that kind of validates everything that we say, because there's so many people that say a lot of stuff and nothing's ever validated.
Yeah, absolutely. And, Finfire, as Patrick said, they did come on with us last month at the convention. And you can look them up. It's Finfire. I mean, they represent some massive, massive companies. But what they're doing is they are literally crossing every T and dotting every I. We actually got to go over Tony. Tony is the CEO and owner of Finfire. Got to go over to his house. They swore in the new board members. So we've got our board now of 5 members. And, he was just explaining when he first got started probably 6 weeks ago with GGC, it was probably about 15% where it needed to be. And I think last month at that meeting, which was about 2 weeks ago, he said, I've got us now to about 75%. Just like Patrick said, the right documentation, filing these forms in the correct order. They know how to keep everything compliant. But literally in the next 4 weeks after he promised, he would have us to about 92%. And everybody's like, well, why not 100%? And it's like 92% is literally crossing all the T's, dotting all the I's. And it's very hard to get somebody completely to 100%, but 92% is where he has all of his companies very comfortable, no worries about SEC and all of that. So, and in the meantime, all we've got to do is continue to add more and more real world assets behind our coin. And then that coin will have that value that we all have in our wallets right now. The other thing is, I'll just tell you, they have a plan, let's say in the next 2 to 3 years, if we go public, now you're talking about tens of millions of people that are looking, hey, what's GGC? I want GGC, just like when Bitcoin, we literally have the coins because we were the first movers advantage. We've had these amazing multipliers. Those are going to be life changing when this coin hits 5,000, 10,000, 50,000. Let's go right on up to Bitcoin and we'll be able to sell our coins. So we're in an amazing place right now where we are.
Hey, Larry.
It's like you run out of vocabulary, right, Larry? It's hard to.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Larry,
Go ahead, Daphne.
I'm not sure what while you're here, I think we should give that a priority. And if anybody would just like to put a question in the chat, or if you're comfortable with people raising their hand.
Jim's got his hand raised.
Yeah,
Jim's got his hand raised.
Jim Ogles has had his hand up.
Yeah, Larry.
Hello, Jim.
Hi there. Can you hear me, Larry?
Hey, Jim, I can hear you, buddy.
Okay, one quick question. I know I'm a little ahead of the game, but I'm trying to absorb all the information. You spoke before about coming down the road, being able to transfer from member to member. If we are able to do that, are we talking transferring coins, or are we transferring funds to their balance?
So you will be able to transfer coins. I know for a fact you can move your GGC coins from wallet to wallet. I'm not sure about funds, but I'm thinking if I've got Bitcoin in my wallet and I want to send Bitcoin to Daphne's wallet, all I need is her wallet address. So I'm pretty sure that's a given too, with every other exchange.
Okay, and we'll learn all this stuff as we go, but just give you a rough idea. Thank you very much.
Oh, Keith is
Okay.
on. Keith Yarbrough. Let's hear from Keith. Keith Yarbrough
Keith-
is on.
Keith is here?
raise your hand. I told him to come on because your team is on
Wow.
fire.
Wow.
Keith, just raise your hand, buddy.
Wow.
They'll make you a panelist.
This is the money man. This ain't
That's the
this
money
guy.
man. I'm telling
This
you.
is the money man.
Let's hear from Keith.
Yay, Keith. Thank you.
Do we need to promote him up, Gary?
Yeah, he's got to raise his hand. Raise your hand, Keith. They'll promote you. I saw a comment in the chat. I was like, Keith.
Keith, you're gonna have to accept
What you
panelists
two
there
do,
to be able to
Larry.
be able to.
Round the clock. I can't believe what you two do.
Well,
We
now
are
Hey,
he-
Keith, hey, Keith, just accept panelists. They're going to make you a panelist. Just hit I accept, and it'll pop you back in where you can
I
speak
can
for a
make
few
him a
minutes.
co-host from there.
Yeah, make him a okay.
Thanks, Gary.
Yep.
Hey,
Perfect.
while we are doing that, Larry, can you tell everybody a little bit about why you're trying to get to 1 million wallets real quick?
Absolutely, because we have the gentleman out of New York. He's going to be helping us. It's in his contract, and he signed that in November. So by November of this year, it's a 12-month contract. He has obligated to have us on Kraken and Binance and Coinbase. So we're talking about November of this year. It's already February. And that's going to help because when we go to add to other exchanges, when you've got 1 million wallets on your exchange, that gives you power. I mean, that will help say, hey, they got 1 million people that are willing to use these wallets. Let's add them to Coinbase. Let's add them to Kraken. Let's add them to Binance. So that helps us move forward.
Hey, Larry,
Faster.
I think I'm unmuted now. Can you guys hear
There
me?
you
okay?
are.
Hey, Keith, buddy, go for it. Go
We
for it,
hear
Keith.
you.
Are you driving? Keith,
I am always driving, but I am not in traffic, so you guys don't worry. I live in a.
you're in the dark, brother.
I live. Yeah, hold on a second. I live in a. What about? Does that help?
Yep.
Oh,
We
there you
see
go.
you, Keith.
Okay,
Hello,
yeah.
Keith.
I'm driving, but I'm in a rural county, and I'll be stopping here in just a minute. But I just wanted to jump on here and say hello and tell you guys how awesome you guys are. And you know, I was talking to a buddy of mine this afternoon, and we were talking about leadership and what a rare characteristic that is. And you know, you think about leadership, and leadership. You know, I can't just wave a magic wand or sprinkle a little dust on you like Tinkerbell and make all you guys leaders. Leadership is taken, not given. And I commend this team for what they've done and what they're doing. You know, in the leadership training, the first thing I talk about is leading by example. You know, not just talking the talk, but walking the walk and doing what you're supposed to do on a day-to-day basis. Because you think about it, and once you take on that leadership role, everybody wants to be like you. You know, if you're not downloading wallets and you're not having guests on the Zoom, how can you ask your people to be on the Zoom and to keep, doing, in your referral links and downloading new wallets like Larry's talking about. So I just wanted to commend you guys for what you're doing and say hello. There's, Monday night, there's always, 5 or 6 different Zoom teams. Sometimes I get a chance because this one's early, I have a chance to get on and say hello. But Larry is exactly right. The things, the topics, the agenda, the things we're going to be talking about this month in Las Vegas on the 21st is going to be totally different. We're going to have strategic training on exactly what you need to do, not just to have an international team like Larry was talking about, but exactly what you need to do to get your people ready. We will be going to the 7-level networking software and paying out commissions like a traditional direct sales or MLM company. That's going to happen sometime in March. We're in the process of getting that library of academy ready now. But, Rome wasn't built in a day. We're a work in progress. The good thing is we've had kind of a massive pre-launch period as we get ready. And once we turn it on, there's going to be a lot of people. Good news travels fast. There's going to be a lot of people that make substantial incomes very, very quickly. And I'm not just talking about with the price of the coin. I'm talking about from the organization and the genealogy and the whoever's coded to you, like Larry was talking about. It's kind of been, everybody kind of thought it's been irrelevant the last 60 days. But going into second quarter, it's going to be substantial what it does for people. And you guys, you're doing everything right. The only thing I can tell you to do is, and I have a bad habit of this too, spending too much time with the wrong person. If you're talking
Yeah.
to somebody that's not like a sponge, wanting to hear what you got to say, move on. It's hard to do and go on to the next person. But I tell people all the time, a buddy of mine this afternoon at lunch, he asked me, he said, Keith, tell me what I can do different. And I told him, I said, what I want you to do is I want you to say less to more people. Say less to more people. In other words, plant more seeds. What's going to happen is when you say that or show that video or get that person on a Zoom or take them to Vegas or get them to download the wallet off your referral code, the right person is going to ask you more. They're not going to be satisfied with 3 coins. The wrong person, you can spend 2 or 3 hours with and not get nothing accomplished. So say less to more people, and here I am preaching to the choir. I'm the exact same person. I've been so busy. I've got 4,500 names in my phone, and I've only got about 30 people front line to me. I need to be doing the same thing and exposing more people. I enrolled 2 yesterday. But everybody, just remember that your organization wants to be like you. If you're not downloading wallets and you're not selling coins and you're not pre-registering for the event, you don't have the right to ask your people to do that. You need to be sending out your referral code. You need to be pre-registered for the event. You need to be selling coins. And then if everybody wants to be like you, it'll all come together like a Broadway play. So I know you get time's very valuable. I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. I'm right here on the ranch in East Texas, but I'm going to be going to Miami tomorrow. To surprise the group in Miami in Fort Lauderdale. If you don't have a copy of the flyer, there's a hotel event in Fort Lauderdale tomorrow. They don't know I'm coming, but I told Wesley today to send me the information. I'm going to surprise the team in South Florida and go down there and spend 2 days with them. But I just wanted to say how much I appreciate you guys. God bless you. If I can help anybody, that's what I'm here to do. And I tell everybody in closing all the time, we're not perfect by any means. We're a work in progress. But like Larry says, we do have our hand on the pulse. We got a pretty good idea of what we think is going to happen here without projecting and doing anything unethical. All I can tell you is download as many wallets as you possibly can. Get as many of your friends, neighbors, coworkers, and relatives to purchase some additional coins. We're still honoring that Super Bowl promotion that went out with the football players on the front of it that has a 10x multiplier, and it has the coins at $50. We thought it was going to be raised on the 14th, but with the deals that were going on with new people that was coming on board, we get twice as big a bang for our buck by raising it. So rather than waiting to February 14th, like I promised, we went ahead and did it on the 1st. But out of respect to the people that are working on prospects and in the middle of selling a coin package, we will still honor that $50 purchase price and the multiplier. We always try to make our word our bond and stand for what's right. But we appreciate you guys from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. I look forward to seeing everybody in Vegas on the 21st. Daphne, I love your smile.
You.
Keep up the good work, girlfriend.
Thank you, Keith. Thank you for
great,
popping
Keith.
on.
Thank you.
Keith, I'll be seeing you in Nevada, buddy.
I will be there.
Oh, you'll see me.
We're going to stampede
Keith.
you, Keith.
He's got twin security guards.
We absolutely. What a surprise that was, gang! What a surprise!
I told him, I was like, Keith,
Thank
this
you,
team's
Larry.
rocking. I told Keith if he could jump on and say hello, it would be awesome. So I'm so glad he did. Thank you.
Thank you, Larry. Very, very awesome. Thank you,
Larry.
so
I know that you've got to bug out of here, but I want to pull everything back, slow everything down, because you gave 4 hours of information in the span of about 15 minutes. And I want you just to get down to the nitty and gritty on a couple of things.
Sure.
First of all, let me ask you a question. You talk about the 1 million wallets, right? And you talk about that there's a contract in place that once we get there, they're going to we're going to be listed on those 3 players, all right?
Yes.
So
Yep.
everybody that has anything to do with crypto probably understands the significance of that. But I'm going to ask you the question. When was the last time those three platforms paid you a referral fee for a transaction?
Never.
Now, I want you to speak to that real quickly. Thanks.
Yeah, absolutely. Because companies like Binance, if you think about it, every time you use Binance or even Exodus or any of the platforms, you got people changing. Those companies are making billions of dollars a day just on their own exchange fees, on their own gas fees, and it goes right to the company. That's the other thing that's going to be so cool about this. When you start to realize we are an exchange that's going to pay 7 levels, gets a piece of that exchange fee. Other people using other exchange fees are going to say, why would I go to Binance? I will just go to the GGC platform and actually be able to earn commissions, earn the gas fees. So that's what Keith just said. It's going to be very key. You're giving out free coins, which is great. And that's amazing, but you're also, every time someone downloads that free wallet, that is a wallet that's connected to you. Let's just say that person's a really big crypto person and they're doing exchanges all day long and moving Bitcoin and exchanging to Ethereum and all that. Every time they move on that wallet, you're getting paid, you're getting paid, you're getting paid, you're getting paid. That's one person. That crypto person could say, hey guys, I've got an exchange that pays the gas fees. We get a piece of it. He goes out and brings in 1,000 people that he knows in the crypto world. You brought in one wallet that brings in 1,000. Now you got 1,100 people right there that are paying you exchange fees. So that will go viral in itself when people realize we're getting a piece of the gas fees over here at GGC. You'll have tens of thousands joining just to get their own piece of the pie for exchange fees and gas fees.
That's just absolutely craziness. That's insane. And the other thing I wanted you to touch on is as much as we talk about what is to come, I think we need to really focus in on what we have right now and why the just explosion. Now, for me, I don't know about anybody else, Daphne, you included. For me, it was Bob. Bob doesn't know crap about crypto. Bob wants to learn from Larry, wants to learn from Daphne, but at the same time, Bob gets a chance to be given a gift of $100 worth of gold backed crypto for free just for opening a wallet. That was it. Would you touch on that for a minute?
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what I said. So many people are coming into the crypto space through GGC. It's the perfect platform. That's what I'm saying. I've built a lot of things, a lot of product companies, a lot of travel companies. I've never built something which is so simple. Give me 2 minutes of your life, create a free wallet. I'm going to give you some gold-backed crypto with $100 value, and all you have to do is hold it. I just told the gentleman this morning, if you hold your one coin, and eventually if we take that coin to $10,000, which we could and beyond, you literally got your one coin. It's worth $10,000. You can do whatever you want with it. And I'll say that probably 85% of the company, all they're doing is holding their coins when they first came in and created the free wallet. I know everybody on this panel is very smart because they've got extra coins. They've taken advantage of the multiplier. That's going to be key because I'm telling you, there's going to be people eventually, just like Bitcoin. I have people that write me because I had some Bitcoin. I have people that write me all the time saying, hey, do you have any Bitcoin you can sell me? Hey, I'll buy your Bitcoin. They want Bitcoin. They want Bitcoin. They're going to be wanting GGC the same way. Who's going to be holding the GGC? The people right here on this panel. The people that have taken advantage of the multiplier. You think when our coin goes to $10,000, Daphne's got millions of dollars worth of coins. If Daphne wants to go out and sell 3 of her coins at $8,000, she can do that. Those are her coins. So you're going to be able, there's such an opportunity, but I would just let everybody know you need to be giving people the free wallets because I'm telling you, the 7 levels on that exchange is going to be massive. Also, remember when the exchange goes live, that is when the 10%, the 5%, and the 3%, that is going to kick in. That's going to be automatic. If Bob goes out and buys $10,000 worth of GGC and he uses Bitcoin, Bob, who's your sponsor? I don't know who you sponsored you directly.
Gary.
Gary. So right when Bob purchases $10,000 in Bitcoin on the exchange, Gary's going to get 10% cash right in his Bitcoin wallet because Bob spent $10,000 in Bitcoin. If Daphne uses
Wow.
USDT, it's going to go 10% is going to go right into Daphne's sponsor. These things on the exchange are going to be automatic. The 7 levels on all those exchange fees is going to be automatic. That is going to go live with the exchange. So there's a lot of great things happening, but first movers advantage. You know, my dad, I'm telling you, he beat that into my brain. You can be in the right place at the right time, but if you don't take action and move on it, you might as well not have been there. It's going to be a story. Hey, I was in the room and people went on to make millions and I didn't because I didn't act on it. So you're in the right place at the right time, but you got to move. And who can move faster than giving away a free wallet with $100 gold-backed crypto coin? And, you know, I'll just say one more thing. That article in NASDAQ, I got it the exact same day that Lisa sent me this, and it said right there in fine print, asset-backed coins are going to be the new hottest thing in crypto, and it said, will gold finally get its dues? So right there, that's all I needed to see from my dad, from the universe, from God. I knew right there that this was the right move, and there's going to be naysayers out there and haters, but keep watching that coin go up. Keep watching us add assets, and those big mouths are going to get quieter and quieter and quieter. I heard one of the idiots actually say on one of the Zooms, I've created 50 wallets. I really kind of hope these guys pull it off. You know, and I was like, yeah, look at you. You're sitting here bashing us out of both sides of your mouth. And then on the other side, you're hoping you can make $1 million off our coins, which he will because our coins are going up. So, Daphne, I'm just honored to be here. Y'all let me know anything you need. And again, Keith, if you're listening, thank you for jumping on.
Thank you for being here, Larry. You are free. On to the next. I can't believe what you're pulling in those back rooms with the rest of your advisory board. Oh, we are very fortunate. You say best place to be at the right time, but also with the right people. I say that again and again. And we're very grateful to you, Larry.
Well, y'all have a great
Thank
day.
you, Larry.
Thank you so much, everybody. I'll
You as
see y'all
well.
soon.
You
Take
will.
Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you.
Hey, Daphne.
Okay, guys. Thank you for, I knew that his time was
Yeah,
limited,
no.
right?
Perfect. That's perfect.
That was
Maybe
perfect.
you can answer this one, Daphne. Do you know yet what percentages that somebody is going to be able to take out? What they're talking about is
No, we don't know that yet.
yeah, that's what
we
I thought.
might find out at the meetings, but that's pretty much we're waiting. Who's ever asking that question? With the website coming live, there will be
That was
information in there.
Maureen.
I suspect we'll find out more. Maureen, yeah, I suspect we'll find out more.
Cheryl was. I'm sorry, Cheryl was asking.
Amy says, "Wow, my head hurts." I hear you on that one, Amy. Yeah, it's so huge. It's just it's like a paradigm shift. There's a lot of learning here. Thank you.
You know,
Keith.
the thing is if you're on Facebook and go to my Facebook, I wrote a very revealing post about the industry, about the timeline on the industry, and my perspective. And my perspective is very simple. You heard Larry talk about how many people are coming that have never done crypto before. The reason is very simple, right, Daphne?
I agree. Yeah.
Well, if you can offer somebody the opportunity to come in and start learning about crypto, that is a purpose that you serve for the greater good. The fact that they can come in and start learning about the industry and be in possession of crypto without the investment yet, that's insane. It's insane. It's never been done before that I know of. Do you, Daphne?
Yeah. That point too, amongst many others, is mind blowing for me too. Honestly, a person come in, not spend one penny and build a huge lucrative.
And here the biggest question I get is, Daphne, is, well, how long are they going to be giving away free crypto?
Yeah, that would have been a good one for Larry. As far as I've seen him run to that, there's and Keith too. there's always going to be some sort of a giveaway when people open up a wallet. It'll just
Exactly.
eventually be a portion of a coin. Yeah. The company's
Exactly.
so crazily generous, right?
Well,
Yeah.
and so I want to share real quick with everybody. You got 3 groups of people out there. You've got people like myself that have never ever delved into crypto. Okay. And I'm not going to go into all the reasons why I didn't. A lot of you already know why I didn't. Okay. And now you know why I am. So you have that group, and that's millions of people. If you look at the social media platforms and you look at Facebook, 1 billion people active on at any given moment. I'm telling you right now, there's probably 10 million people out there that have never been involved in crypto. What we're running into people that don't even know what Bitcoin is. Okay, so that tells you. And I just read a statistic today that 97% of the people that are not in crypto don't know anything about crypto except what they hear in the news. And so we know what we hear in the news. We hear all the bad stuff. Okay. That doesn't mean that there's not bad people in the industry that hurt people, because there's people on this call right now that have been hurt in the industry, the network marketing MLM side of it. Okay. But the fact is you take that group of people alone and know that, hey, look, I want you to have the opportunity. This is a very quick pitch that I use. I want you to have the opportunity to learn about crypto. I believe that's what you were trying to do. And they're going to say either yes or I don't care. Then you move on. But 9 times out of 10, when I have that simple conversation, people say, yeah, but I don't have the money. And I said, stop. I don't want you to invest. I want you to learn. And I'm going to give you some free gold back crypto. I have yet to have anybody tell me no. I'm just going to tell you. So that's one group of people. The next group of people are people that have been in this industry and have been burnt to a crisp. And they're going to be the ones that once they find out, once they let you deliver the message that, hey, I just want you to create this free wallet. Takes 2 minutes. You'll have your own platform. And we're going to give you $100 worth of gold back crypto. I really haven't had anybody. I've had people say, well, let me think about it, but I haven't had anybody turn it down.
Hey, Bob, could I interject just for a sec?
Yeah, go ahead.
I just wanted to, there's a couple of questions there. Someone asked about XRP. Absolutely. You can purchase the GGC with XRP. Somebody did ask that. I'm just trying to bring it up
good.
here. Yeah.
Hey, speaking of that, Daphne, do we know if Keith Zell is back up again?
I don't know if it is in this moment, but if it ever is overloaded, he usually gets it functioning super quickly again. So that's an accurate answer to that, because I've helped people actually make purchases with XRP for GGC. So that was, I'm just trying to get back to that question for that person. Gary, was there anything else you wanted to mention?
I wanted to know about Doge, but Doge would be you'd want to convert the Doge into the easiest to use USDT, BEP20, or Bitcoin is the 2 easiest ones to use. But we could do PayPal, we could do Venmo, we could do there's a lot of
do
options.
people all have access to that, Gary? Are most people here, for example, in the Telegram group, so they
I'm just getting ready to post the Telegram link.
have access to
because if you're not in the Telegram group, you need to be in there.
Excellent.
We got
very
3,000 people?
Because it's getting there. Yeah, it is actually 3,000 now. So another thing I just wanted to mention, just if we're getting close to closing, just to complement anything you're saying, Bob or Gary. And I just want everybody to realize it's so great in this group of people that we even have Larry with us, let alone bring Keith on. We're growing.
Wow.
There's a lot of very good people here, very sincere people. I think we're all really decent people. And but the humanitarian, it's one of my biases, as you probably know. But Keith is such an understater. Actually, so is Larry. These are extremely generous, warm-hearted, kind people. That really moves me, because we've all been in companies where we do a lot of work, but doesn't mean you really harmonize with the people. These are great people to work with. They'll help us in
Absolutely.
any way they possibly can. And I
Well,
think it's important for people to realize that you're not alone.
I'm gonna post the different ways.
Oh, thanks very much, Gary. You mean
It's
the
not-
different payment?
It's yeah, it's a little obsolete because it was one of the ones.
It's okay. They
But-
update it frequently in the room.
Yeah, so I'm gonna.
I think, Lane, did you have a question? Are you still on? I saw someone, any questions that anybody wants to put forward before we close?
somebody's got one down there, Daphne, from somebody, CC. Is the gold backing audited? And if so, where can we see that?
Is the gold backing? Oh, gosh. Yes, but I'm not a good one to answer in the details of that.
Yeah.
Whoever's asking that question, I can post some notes on Finfire. If anybody has a concept of what Finfire is, and I did hear that.
I've got that ready too.
Yeah. That same person is talking about that they don't see anything about the coin on Coin Market Cap with the crypto. We're not in the open market.
That's okay, guys. Fair enough.
Yeah.
It's already it's all hovering. It's right there, but they're not going to make it visible until we go live. I've heard that explicitly. So
Correct.
they will see the coin for sure. And we're getting, you can see the momentum right now. Soon we're going to be visible on Binance, Coinbase, and Kraken. That's huge.
Oh, that's amazing just in itself.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Anybody
Yes.
else?
Yeah, we can still use PayPal as far as I know.
Yes.
But again, for those of you that are brand new here, I know some of you here that haven't even connected to the person that brought you here. Get back to the person that invited you so you get their link. That's what's important. We have a video now that was posted in Telegram that we have it in our group, Daphne, that somebody did a recording of a walkthrough to navigate the platform.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I did see that too.
We're working on translations for Spanish and Hindi and Mandarin right now ourselves, and I know all that's being worked on at the corporate level as
that
well.
Will all be available on the live website. Someone asked if it's available. Yes, PayPal, absolutely, no problem whatsoever.
Dane Arnett, did the website login get fixed?
Hi, Dane. Missed the question, but I realized it's Dane. Oh, there's still Dane. It seems to me, if you can hear me, Dane, that's an ongoing thing, as far as I know, from Keith and Larry both. They're working on that. Some people have had luck just by changing their browser or doing all those things. Dane would know about all of that. Yeah, I'm very sorry about that, Dane. We can talk about that in one-to-one if you like.
Telegram link says expired, Gary. What does that even mean?
That means they closed it down to make it manually to put somebody in there rather than just.
Oh, yes.
That was we know why too.
That was a very good move. Yes. Okay, guys. Very nice to see everyone here today.
Get with the person that is your sponsor or their upline and have them add you that way, if that's okay, folks.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and maybe, Gary, we should mention the meetings. The big corporate meetings will be starting soon, but the meetings that they've started with the advisory people Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday evenings.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you can mention that, Daphne, because I wasn't even aware of that one.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
just starting. Go ahead, Gary.
Oh, go ahead. I'm gonna go copy the name of the
Some of the
telegram.
people that we saw brought up on stage that are now a part of the advisory board, they're holding a meeting, a Zoom, Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, same time. You'll see this in the Telegram room, 6 o'clock Pacific. It's not long, and they usually highlight one person from that advisory group or a leading person in the company. Very, very good, very inspiring, excellent. And then soon, I've learned from Larry, we'll be having corporate meetings. I think we'll learn about that in Vegas.
So there's one this evening, is that right? Or already happened?
Tuesday.
Today's Tuesday, isn't it?
No, you're one day ahead, Bob.
What is it? Is today
Are
Monday?
you in a hurry?
Yeah.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Oh, it is. It is
Tomorrow and
Monday. My
Thursday.
God.
Those 3 nights.
I'm in Australia right now.
That's fine. You could be in Australia. We're hanging out on the Northwest coast.
Yeah, Monica, I'm just like that. It's been a wild day. Been a wild
Yeah.
day. Okay, does anybody got anything before we wrap this up? And then Gary we will get this to you, Daphne, so you can get it
Okay.
out to your folks.
Thank you very much. Appreciated. Yeah, that's good. Not too
Okay.
long, so everybody knows it's safe to come and learn and speak.